Today we'll discuss example on counter. This is the parking place, and in this place is possible to park up to 10 number of cars. Entry sensor and exit sensor. These two sensor will give feedback to the counter how many car is entering and how many car is exiting. Okay, when entering the car, that time entry sensor will count how many car is going on inside, and when car is exiting, that time this exit sensor will give feedback how many car is exiting. Okay, when here is 10 number of car is present, that time indication will show there is no space for parking, that time not allowed for park more than. After when there is exit, that time this entry sensor will again give permit for entering the car. We'll make ladder diagram on CX programmer. For input, means entry sensor will take on contact. For counting purpose, we'll take on counter, and in this counter is reversible counter. Okay, I here setting the value counter number is 0, and counting 10 number of this counter will count 10 numbers. So I'll set the value up to 10. After counting 10, output will come. And for exit sensor, we'll take one more contact. And for resetting, this counter will take one more contact. Contact for reset the counter. Okay. So this is entry sensor. This when this one will engage, that time counter will count, and exit sensor when engage, that time this counter will count reverse. Okay, and for resetting this counter, we will take one more contact. This is reset contact, and for counting purpose, we'll take one more contact for up to count the 10 number. Then output will show. That's why we'll take counter contact. This is our output coil. When 10 number is finished, this counter will count. After this, output will engage, and we here writing parking is full for indication. First compile, then we'll simulate to PLC. Okay. Now this is entry sensor. This one will check. Now here is zero numbers. Here is no any. When I will engage this sensor, that time this one will count 1. Okay. Then again engage 2. Again engage 3. Like that. When up to 10 number will count, output will show. Okay. And this one exit sensor. 4, 5, 6. 8. Now check, there is 10 number is counted. Okay. Now when I'll engage the sensor, that time output will show there is, okay, output now come, and this counter will show up to 10 number is already completed. Okay. Now when I engage the exit sensor, okay, this counter will now 10 number now, that will come up to 9, and output also will go. Okay, check. Now I'll engage this one. That means counter is count reverse. I will take reversible counter. Okay. So this counter is going to reverse count and output also gone. So on modes, this entry sensor when engage. Okay. Now 10 number. Okay. Now I will engage on more time, means output will show, output will come. Okay. Now output. Now 10 counter is showing there is 10 number. So when I will engage this one, means exit sensor, that time this counter will count reverse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. An entry sensor is counting forward wise, means 5 now will come 6, 7, 8, and one more input V is for resetting the counter. This is reset. Okay, now there you can show there is 7 number is present here. 8 number, sorry. 8 number is counter is counted. When I'll reset, that time here will come 0. 0. Means I will engage the reset counter. Okay. So this entry sensor, exit sensor, and reset, when, and this is counter. When complete the count up to 10 numbers, output will show. Now we'll perform practically. This is our Omron PLC. Model is CP1E, and here is 24-volt DC output. Input is 100 to 240 SMPS. Indication light for parking is full, and this is reset key. When counter will count up to 10 numbers, that time here indication will indicate parking is full. And this is our parking area. In this place we will park, and entry sensor and exit sensor. When this sensor will entering the car, this sensor will sense and how many car is entering into the parking, and this is the exit sensor for exiting, how many, for reverse count, how many car is exiting. Now the sensor is engaged. Entry sensor is engaged. Okay. When this one engaged, PLC input also showing. Here you can check 0.00. Now I am engaging exit sensor. Okay. Now exit sensor I engage, and we can check the PLC input. This input number is 0.01. Okay. Now we'll check counter input signal. Okay. So here is for the input signal we using entry sensor, exit sensor, and reset counter reset. Three input is giving, and output only one output. Okay. When I am pressing the input, means I am engaging the input that time. Okay. Now I engage the input. Here we can see the input signal going to the counter. Counter is counting one numbers. This is entry sensor. Now I will put and I will engage the exit sensor. Okay. Exit sensor I am engaged. Same ladder diagram we can see exit sensor is energized and counter was on when I engage in the entry sensor. Now counter is in zero position. Okay. So this is reversible counter. Okay. Now here uh, we can check this entry sensor means entry input is not energized. Okay. And in the PLC also here is no any indication light in the input for entry sensor. This number is 0.00. Now this sensor light is not in engaged position. Now I engage this sensor. Okay. And this here also energized the input. Entry sensor input is energized. And the counter and the PLC also same. You can check. Here is LED light. Okay. So now continuously this I engage one time, then one. Now I am engaging two. Check. Continuously I am engaging this sensor, and the counter is continuously counting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now after completing 10 times, this output came. Parking is full indication. Okay. So parking is full. So continuously when I count engaging the sensor up to 10 times, that time the PLC counter is counting and output is come, and there is full indication. And now I will engage this exit sensor. Okay. So when I'm engaging this exit sensor, that time exit sensor energized and counter is counting 6. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I will give input for resetting the counter. Okay. So we can check there is in the counter 6 number because we was engaged this sensor up to 6 times. That's why counter is already counted. Here is 6, and this Reset counter is also disengaged, not is energized. Okay. Okay. After, when I will press the reset keys, okay, I am pressing at the same time. Mm, This reset counter is energized, and here was 6 number. Now this is 0. And at the same time, the PLC input, okay, this input number was 0.02. This one also is showing indication. Means I am pressing this reset keys. Now here output 100.00 is engaged. Okay, parking is full. So I will reset the counter by the help of reset keys. Okay, so this is our reset keys, and the output is energized. That's why light is showing parking is full. Okay, now when I will press the reset key, that time check that counter is reset. Okay, and the light here is now off condition, and this reset counter input number is 0.02. In the PLC we can see here this number is 0.02. This is reset key. This are now in a energized position.